Stardust and Secrets. Chapter 1. A Chance Encounter. The night sky, a canvas of twinkling stars, stretched above us as I stood at the edge of Willowbrook's town square, my heart pounding in unison with the cricket symphony. My fingers traced the spine of the old book I clutched tightly, a constant companion on lonely nights, while the crowd around me seemed to blend into a blur of vibrant laughter and murmured conversations. The annual star-gazing event had become a cherished tradition, yet this year felt different. An otherworldly energy pulsed through me, as if celestial bodies were aligning in tandem with fate's invisible hands. Then, he appeared, Evan, his name whispered on the lips of locals as a creative force who painted life onto canvases with vibrant colors that echoed the cosmos. His eyes caught mine, a piercing blue that mirrored the stars above, and I froze, my breath hitched. The moment stretched, weighed down by an unseen tension between us as he made his way towards me, each step deliberate. "Lila?" he asked, his voice a gentle caress of surprise and curiosity. A nod was all I could manage before he reached me. We stood there in silence, lost to the vastness above, two souls connected by an inexplicable sense of kinship. Evan spoke first, pointing at Orion's belt with his long index finger as if guiding me through the constellations. "You can see Cassiopeia there," he said softly. "The queen who dared challenge the gods and was placed among the stars for eternity." I felt a chill run down my spine, not from the night's cool breeze but something more profound, a recognition that spoke of shared dreams and unspoken stories. As we lingered beneath the lunar glow, Evan showed me his knowledge of celestial maps, and I revealed my affinity for words, books being the stars he couldn't see. A connection deeper than coincidence began to forge between us, woven from stardust and silence. The crowd melted away, leaving only our quiet murmurs as we spoke about life's vastness and its mysteries hidden within each other. Evan mentioned an upcoming art gallery opening, inviting me to witness his new collection, the result of months spent capturing the essence of the universe on canvas. I accepted with a promise, my hand lingering in his for a moment longer than necessary, and we parted ways, both our gazes drifting back towards the sky. Days blurred into weeks, and life returned to its routine rhythm. Yet, Evan's invitation played like an echo within me, a reminder of that fateful night under the moonlight. Stepping into his gallery was akin to stepping into a dream. His paintings came alive with celestial bodies in vibrant hues, each brushstroke carrying the whispers of countless stories. I wandered, mesmerized by the cosmos he had translated onto canvas, and an overwhelming sense of belonging swept over me. In the corner, he stood before a piece titled, "The Weaver," his eyes catching mine once more as if drawn to it too by unseen threads. We exchanged tender smiles, words barely spoken above the soft hum of the jazz music. Evan approached, hand extended. "You found my favorite." He pulled me closer, the heat of his palm against mine sending tendrils of warmth up my arm. "For those who believe in the mysteries hidden within stars and pages." A shiver coursed through me as he whispered the rest, "May find solace in stardust and love." I smiled, a fleeting moment of connection we both felt but couldn't voice. The gallery buzzed with applause for his latest work, applause Evan acknowledged graciously before focusing on me, eyes darkening with an intensity that made my breath hitch. We parted ways, exchanging numbers, those magical digits promising the world more to come. In the quiet of my bookshop afterwards, I stared at his text, fingers trailing over the screen as if it held the entire universe. "Hello," he'd typed. I smiled, knowing that reply would be a challenge. Words weren't always enough for me. But Evan's message broke through my defenses. "You found my stardust in your stories." In the stillness of night, beneath the silent guidance of our newly connected devices, We spoke at length, sharing dreams, fears, and passions. Stardust and Secrets was born, the whispered promise of a love yet to bloom. And then life intervened. Secrets began to surface as the first whispers of autumn winds rustled through Willowbrook. Evan's art gallery faced financial struggles amidst local rivalries, while my bookshop fought for survival against books and chain stores. The night before his show, an email from a prominent publisher arrived. Rejection, cloaked in words that seared my soul, a reminder the universe wasn't always kind to dreams. Shadows crept into Evan's eyes during our phone call, and my own began to fade under the weight of uncertainty. I stood at the edge of town square, moonlight casting an ethereal glow when a voice cut through the night. "Evan?" An unfamiliar woman approached him, a file tucked under her arm. My heart twisted into knots as Evan took the folder from her hands, a small smile tainting his features before he turned away to face me. A silent understanding passed between us, a fragile bond forged in those stars, before he whispered over his shoulder, "Not now, Jess." The woman's retreating form was shadowed by the night as she disappeared into the crowd. His gaze met mine with an unspoken apology, a flicker of vulnerability that spoke volumes. "Tonight wasn't for business," I said as he offered me his hand, a path through life's labyrinth we'd yet to chart together, and walked us towards home. A meandering stroll ensued, studded by Evan's laughter and the promise of what could be. As dawn crept in over Willowbrook, our feet guided us back to my doorstep where starlight painted the horizon. Our hands remained entwined, a silent pact between us, a connection born under that celestial event, strengthened by shared dreams and the secrets we kept hidden. And as he prepared to leave, he brushed his lips against my cheek, leaving behind a tender kiss. Until tomorrow. Evan vanished into the night, taking with him the promise of forever. Chapter 2. Whispers in the Dark. Weeks blurred like the pages of a well-loved book, Evan's gallery opening, Jess, the mysterious woman, our budding connection, each day bringing new whispers in the wind. The evening of his exhibition arrived, and I found myself before a canvas titled Whispers from Beyond, an artwork that mirrored my life, a labyrinth of dreams and heartaches. Evan watched me from across the room, eyes reflecting the same blend of longing I felt. Jess approached him, a folder filled with rejection letters, proof that success, like love, was elusive. His words echoed through my mind as he read aloud his journey. In each brushstroke lies not only hope but a plea for understanding. The crowd fell silent, witnessing our vulnerability. Jess confronted us, accusations staining her tone. Evan's hands trembled around the microphone as he revealed Jess wasn't his partner, rather the investor who'd almost destroyed him with promises of fame and success at any cost. "We can work together," she suggested, voice laced with a venom I recognized, a hunger for validation masquerading as ambition. The room's silence was broken by applause, a reminder there were those who understood our struggles. Evan and I exchanged a glance, hearts beating in tandem, our love an antidote to the world's cruelty. Jess disappeared into the crowd, leaving behind her fate and a folder filled with rejections from every prominent publisher. As we embraced amidst applause, I realized the truth. I didn't merely support his art, I supported him. His hands fisted my hair, pulling me closer in that embrace, a promise of love that defied logic. Our first kiss was more than stardust and stories, it was a choice to chase what seemed impossible. Jess, it turned out, wasn't the only secret he harbored. Evan confessed his passion for storytelling through art. We shared our fears, dreams, and aspirations as the world outside transformed into an amber sunset. We walked home under a sky reminiscent of that fateful night, Evan's heart heavy with truths yet untold. I led him inside my shop, to where moonlit pages awaited, a room filled with books reflecting our journey thus far, their pages turning silently in the wind. Amidst those tomes, we spoke, souls finding solace in each other's hearts and minds. He confessed his dream, a book on how art could revive Willowbrook, something I shared, though never voiced aloud. The city was alive in its quiet moments, whispering stories of forgotten passions. Evan proposed a partnership, the fusion of stories, art, and community, a chance to breathe life into our town's soul. His vision resonated within me, but the weight of our truths threatened this nascent love, his secret investors, Jess among them. I revealed my own struggles, dreams kept hidden beneath the surface of the moonlit pages. In that moment under the fading light, we vowed not to let the world dictate our path, a promise as ancient as the stars themselves. Hands entwined once more, we stood before the last page, a blank canvas, our future and love a story unfolding within its empty space. Our hearts beat to a rhythm both familiar and unknown. Chapter 3. A love transcending shadows. In the silent hours of dawn, I opened my shop, transformed by stardust and our dreams. Evan's handprint adorned the wall near moonlit pages, as promised, a symbol for those who sought shelter in stories and art. Our venture gained traction. Passers-by were drawn to the promise it held, Evan's book, a beacon for a revitalized Willowbrook. We stood at the edge of our creations, eyes locked on that canvas, the blank page where our futures intertwined. In the quiet of dawn, he shared the truth. He had investors, not Jess, their conditions for success threatening his art, and thus us. The publisher's rejection now seemed insignificant against this love and dream. Evan confessed he'd been hiding another secret. Jess, in fact, was his twin sister, a constant reminder that dreams were fragile things. In a moment of pure joy, I embraced him, the world around us awakening to our presence, a symphony only we heard. Together, we faced Jess, the heartbreak and betrayal etched on Evan's face mirroring what he'd endured. A deal was proposed, to save his art, to keep it from those who believed success could be bought or sold. I refused the offer, and with each passing day, our dreams solidified, a sanctuary of stories amidst a city racing towards progress. Jess confronted us publicly in the bookshop, anger and regret etched across her features as she departed, leaving an envelope on the canvas, Evan's acceptance letter from the very publisher who had once rejected him. As he opened it, tears welled within me. I'd received news of my own, a publishing deal for Moonlit Pages. We embraced amidst applause from our community, a symphony of love and dreams realized in public. Jess vanished into the night, an aberration we needed no longer worry about. The weight of this shared truth bound us, the power of art, a bookshop, and now, publication, our hearts beating as one to Stardust and Secrets. In that moment, we chose each other, a love story within Willowbrook's heartbeats. We spoke of what was yet to come, our wedding, the final chapter in our tale, a union of stories, dreams, and art. The publisher's rejection letter felt insignificant against the tide of our connection. Evan took my hand, the first step into a world where love, creativity, and passion could coexist. A single glance conveyed his gratitude. I smiled, knowing this was more than acceptance, this was home. A week passed, a lifetime condensed within its frames, and we planned the wedding. My book, Moonlit Pages, opened to rave reviews in Willowbrook, the sanctuary for stories Evan envisioned materialized before our eyes. With every page turned, dreams unfolded amidst laughter and tears as our love continued to be our sanctuary, a testament to what Stardust and Secrets could create. We became one, not just lovers, but a beacon of hope within the heartbeats of our town's rhythm, our love a living, breathing narrative, art, stories, and love woven together in this sanctuary of dreams. The city whispered its approval through every passing day. In that silence between the world and us, Evan asked for my hand, the final chapter, the last page of a tale we were still writing. I nodded, heart overflowing with stardust and dreams, our future our canvas, our story yet untold in every possible way. It was then he revealed his true name, Orion Thompson, a nod to those who found strength within the night sky's whispers. In that embrace, we sealed our love, the last page of moonlit pages, turning with an unseen hand, a testament to our destiny. Together, under a canvas of stars, we stood at the edge of our tale, ready to write the final chapter, our forever.